Hey guys, Hipponey here, and today I'm going to be talking about the translucent or transparent weapons and the complaints that some players have saying that they could be pay to win and all that bogusness. So we're going to dive deep into this real quick because there's an issue that I've noticed when using that. And you may be thinking like, oh, it might be just because the iron sights are clear and it's harder to shoot your target. That is true. But there's a more annoying issue with this than I expected, and it has to deal with the frame rate. So I'm just gonna once again make a quick class of just okay, so I'm gonna go to the same exact submachine gun I made, right? So the WSP9, and I'm gonna be using this one. So this one's the one that I have preset, which comes with the Jack BFB, the vertical grip 50 round, Marauder grip, classic factory stock. We have the same exact attachments here. It's just some of them have different modifications, like this one has a different variant. And the stock too, essentially, which is tied with this. So, of course I have bioluminescent to make it a little more easy, I guess, to see, but we could take that off as a reference for a control test. So, we're going to remove the camouflages on both of these real quick. And you guys are going to see an issue that I've been experiencing. Okay, so going to the firing range. So I'm getting about 116 FPS in here in this firing range, which isn't half as bad. So without aiming down sight, I'm getting 160, 117. While aiming down sight, I'm still getting the same frame rate, which is nice. Now if we do the inspect animation, I'm not dropping any frames whatsoever. Everything seems to be solid, stable, and fine. Nice. Now if I go back out of the firing range and I go to this variant again, right here, we notice that we've lost some frames right off the bat. We're at now 108 and 109 FPS. As soon as we aim down sight, okay, it seems fine. Not bad. But when you inspect it, that's when it really drops. Now we're around 80 to 90 frames, depending on what angle we look at this gun at. That's big. That's not good. I don't know if it's because of my graphics drivers or settings or what. I mean, I can flash through my settings real quick. So if I go to quick settings, graphics, quality, I can just kind of like go through here. You guys can kind of just pause and read if you guys want to see what this is exactly. Just like that, yep. And the sharpening is this. That's it. Okay, so we load into a match. We're going to bring back the control test again. So I'm getting about an average of 80 to 90 frames, maybe 80 frames specifically, or lower. Aiming down sight seems to be still fine. Inspection still seems to be fine. That's not affecting anything here. My frame rate is probably worse because now I'm literally recording and using Shadowplay at the same time, so yeah, that's fine. So yeah, so far everything's fine here. Like, there's no real issue. You know, there's no like frame drops or anything crazy like that. Everything still seems to be fine. But as soon as we switch back over to the other gun, which now it's gonna get killed by. Kinda cooking. Oh well, I was cooking there. Anyways, so now I go to this weapon, and I'll go to the same exact spot I was just at earlier, which I think was around here. Oops, I didn't need to slide cancel twice there. I did not want to slide cancel at all because I fixed skill-based matchmaking. But you can see already, we're still around 80 frames, 70. As soon as we ADS, it feels maybe fine, but as soon as we inspect, it's now 60s and 70s. It's getting pretty bad. And that can affect a gunfight in many ways, especially if you have a monitor that's over 60 Hertz and you're used to, like, let's say 100 or 90, which I'm kind of used to, which my monitor output's about 144 Hertz at maximum. Once again, this can affect a gunfight because now you have like frame stuttering, or potentially stuttering, depending on what you're using, for a variant that has translucent textures on it. But yeah, I thought I'd mention that. You see, like, whenever I'm pack sprinting, now it's like 60 frames. How well is that? But I'm just saying, consistent frames is crucial in a gunfight, especially for accuracy and stuff. And if you're having worse frame rate than 60 frames and you get a bundle like this, I'm afraid it might just be a waste of money because you're going to have less frames than 60 if you're going to use it. So, even though it's a nice clear sight picture and can make it easier to shoot your target, theoretically
he's upstairs.
Win. Shut. Just shut. Theoretically you think it'd be pay to win. But in reality, it's kind of pay to lose, in a sense, because you're losing frames. And that could cost you a gunfight if you're not careful. End of documentary. Hey guys, Uponi here, and today I'm just going to be making a really quick video on the translucent? What? Translucent. Or just call it transparent, just to make it more clear. Alright. Get it? Haha, funny. Fucking hilarious, man. Me and my dad jokes. That was unintentional as well. Shut the fuck up, dude. Alright.